Hey, what's up, folks? Jayborino here, continuing Ascension of Duran Dark Purposes custom campaign for Starcraft 1, Map 12, Suspicions. Fend off the advancing Zerg and Terran forces before they destroy Duran's experiments. Alrighty, now, I believe we get a choice in this map because it does lead into either 13A or 13B. Let's get into it. We can talk about it when the mission starts. Ding! Excellent work, gentlemen. With the stasis cells in my possession, I will further my research on the hybrid. Wait, a hybrid? You mean between a human and a Zerg? Of course not, Captain. I mean between a Zerg and a Protoss. Ah! Back during the days of the Confederacy, I stumbled upon some research, experiments done by their top scientists. It turns out that Mengsk propaganda was actually right, and the Confederates were doing experiments on human Zerg hybrids, but that wasn't the full story. They were also doing experiments between Protoss and Zerg hybrids as well. That was until Mengsk and the Sons of Korhal toppled the Confederate government. Lies, Duran, lies! Between the chaos of the Zerg, Protoss, and Sons of Korhal, I was able to slip past Confederate defenses and get my hands on some of the research data that was done by their scientists. Apparently, they were making great progress with the hybrid, but they failed to create a stasis chamber that was powerful enough to contain them. These ancient Xel'Naga/Protoss stasis cells are the key to the hybrid. And I'm sure you wouldn't even have to guess what these things are capable of. Quets. The Zerg are an unstoppable force which cannot be controlled. Even the UED has trouble controlling their pet Overmind, and my psi emitters won't hold control over my Zerg for much longer. Even the mighty Protoss have had their homeworld devastated by the Zerg. The hybrid may be our only chance at stopping them. I'll go along with it, but I'm not going to like it. Then it's settled. Zarius, Quets, I need you two to hold out a bit longer until I can arrive at your location. It should be about 10 minutes until I arrive in position. Affirmative, Duran. We await your return. Hold out until Duran arrives. Quets and Zarius must survive. Alright. And I suppose it's kind of unset at this point. Oh, Quets? I don't like this at all. I suppose the unsaid thing is that Quets' forces are the Terran that Zeratul sees in the secret mission of Brood War. Because Duran has been consolidating between the three races. Commander, you have the option of choosing either Zarius, Protoss, or my Terran Raiders to be at your service. If you choose my forces, you'll have more resources at your disposal, but must protect the stasis cells. Good God, that got really loud. If you choose my brethren, then you'll be in an easier position to defend. Choose wisely, Commander. Either side may have different outcomes. Well, I hope you like this crazy music, because we're going to be listening to it the whole mission. And, alright, so we can choose... I assume this is Quets and this is Zarius. Okay, so we can choose to play as one or the other, and then the other base is controlled by the AI. It seems really loud. I gotta test how loud this is gonna be. Okay, so I turned it down a little bit. I had to turn it down and then restart the client, otherwise it doesn't really work. But it's just a little louder, this map, and the thing is, if I turn it down too much, then the sound effects in the game will be too quiet as well, so I just gotta find a happy medium. Anyway, I think I'm gonna go ahead and play Protoss. I did take a look at the last two maps, and basically, whatever you decide here, you play as the opposite in the final map. In 13A, you play as Terran, I believe, so I believe, you know, I'm gonna do like 12, 13A, 13B, just in the order that we're doing it, so it makes most sense as opposed to play Protoss. In my opinion, it doesn't really make much of a difference what we do on this map. Let's do Protoss. Bump up the game speed. Okay, so we still have control of Quets, and Zarius should be around here somewhere. Is he cloaked? Where are you, Zarius? He's in here somewhere. Okay, so here are the stasis cells, and it was basically saying you have to protect the stasis cells if you're Terran. We're not Terran. Let's go ahead and start mining. Do we have Zarius? Where is Zarius? Am I crazy? Is he in here? Zarius? I have no idea where Zarius is. Am I looking right at him? It's kind of hard to find him. Okay, so first things first, let's start looking for expansions, because we have a nice little area between here. So I'm going to send Quets up here, and I'm just going to start making probes to get started. We have a decent-sized force already. We've got our Dark Archons. I don't know exactly what I'm up against, but I suppose it just said we have to hold out until Duran arrives. No mission objectives right now. Let's go ahead and build some interceptors. We already have the The 8 interceptors. That's pretty nice. Let's just go ahead and load up on scarabs as well, and we just need lots of gas, lots of resources. Is there anything even up here? It doesn't really seem like it. Commander, our observers picked up signals of a powerful cerebrate nearby. It seems to be pumping his minions with even more... Whoops, didn't even see that. But I wonder if that basically means that we're up against Zerg, like Hero Zerg. And here is the flag. Secret found. Can I create more units? Oh my god, the map is maxed out. That is a classic Starcraft error. We did get a ton of money from that flag, though. I'm glad I found that. I just went up there to check for an expansion. Next place I'm going to check is probably up here. We'll send Quetz. But again, CCMU, pretty common Starcraft error that you may have seen in the past if you used to play custom maps, but it basically means there's too much shit on this map. Okay, so that basically means we're probably not going to really be able to use our carriers effectively or our reavers because the interceptors and the scarabs will not spawn. So that's fun. So I probably just want to take what I have and go and try to attack just because I can't really do anything right now. Let's take my observer and look around. Quetz is over here. Let's take a look, see if we can find another base or something. Or maybe an enemy base. I should probably be really careful. I can't... Well, I could heal him if I just walk him back to my ally's base. Let's see. Possible base over here. Really depends on how fortified it can be. Alright, so definitely like a free base here. We also just need to hold out for Duran. So I'm not going to really attack until I have to. Let's come on over here and throw a Nexus down. Quetz, get out of the way. Okay, this is not accessible by a land route. That's actually really good for us. The question is, will the game even allow me to throw a portal down for the Nexus because of the CCMU? Cannot create more units. So we already have +2 of everything. This is great. I'm just going to start getting a bunch of... Well, actually, let's get mind control. Get a bunch of upgrades now because we can't really do anything. Okay, so are we supposed to be defending our own stasis cells or is Quetz doing it? Because it doesn't seem like he's really doing anything right now. And I don't want to have to fortify them. It said, if you were Quetz, you deal with the stasis cells. So is he doing anything? Oh, they're invulnerable. All right, I thought one of them was not invulnerable. No, okay, they're not. So only if your Quetz are these vulnerable, I assume. Cool, I'll take it. That's good for me. Okay, observer, let's take a look around here. We really just need more probes, I think. It's just the cannot create more units is going to be a pain in the ass. So our goal here is to kill the cerebrate, right? Destroy the Zerg cerebrate using Dark Templar. Hold out until Duran arrives. Captain Quetz must survive. So can we make Dark Templar, or do we have to hold on to the ones that we have? Yeah, we can make Dark Templar. And again, I don't know where Xerius even is, so... We have a nice menagerie of units, though. We already have 97 supply. That's great. I'll throw down one more pylon to get to 200, and we don't really have to worry about it. We have our observer upgrades. Cool, so we really just have to wait. I will throw a pylon down here so we can get some cannons in case they want to try to drop over here. And observer, why don't you just look around? Why don't you just come on down here? It looks like Quetz is going out to nuke or something like that. I'm grateful that I don't really have to deal with this. So if I would have picked Quetz, this would have been a huge base to have to deal with. Like, way too big, I think. Way too big for me to deal with. But I'm comfortable with this again, and it's just sort of like the path of the missions. 13A assumes you played as the Protoss, 13B is the Terran, and I'm doing both, so that way I can play 13A first, and it's as if I'm actually doing the normal playthrough. So are these all Zerg? No, they're not Zerg heroes. Maybe I misread. There's no message log, is there? No, there's no message log or anything like that for me to check what was actually said. Can I finish getting interceptors here, or is it still CCMU? Seems like some units died, so no longer CCMU. Quetz is sending units out. The AI is sending units out. There must be a lot of stuff on this map for it to be completely CCMU. So here's the thing. I don't feel like I really have to defend too much as the Protoss because I'm sort of tucked behind Quetz's base, and I have a lot of units as it is. So I'm just going to focus on getting workers and setting this base up, and then getting maxed out and pushing. And I'm going to keep these Dark Archons with the goal of mind controlling stuff because I was told that the enemy has heroic Zerg and you can mind control those. They're not immune to mind control. So I'm just going to go ahead and try to grab any Kakulza that I can find. The question is, I have to like actually find which ones are which could be a sort of a pain in the butt. Because that would require me to like click on every Zerg that's coming at me. So I might just indiscriminately mind control. I'm not going to mind control a drone and make a whole Zerg base because that takes like an hour to set up a whole a whole new base. I'm not doing that. That's all I'm saying here. So I know in the past I've had a lot of people be like, why don't you mind control the Zerg and do all this stuff? And again, it's too time consuming. I think I must have a robotics base somewhere if I can make Reavers, right? Why am I able to make Reavers without a Robo Bay? Well, I'll make a Robo Bay just so that I can get the Reaver upgrades, but I'm surprised I don't have one. I'll get an Arbiter Tribunal. Yeah, I don't have these buildings. I don't know where they are. All right, B. I don't know what half of the hotkeys are. So I'm just gonna start laying down cannons like everywhere. Just because the enemy, I assume, is going to come from anywhere and everywhere. So, did I lose my observer? It looks like it. Whoops. Yeah, there's a spore colony down there I probably lost. Okay, and then this ice area also might be where they come from. Okay, so you guys get mining. I just have to individually tell all my probes to mine. That's probably enough probes for now. So I'm a sucker for missions like this where you have an AI ally. I don't know why. I really like him in StarCraft 1 and StarCraft 2. I really like him. I don't know. I like that you can rely on your ally to do something. Okay, so let's go ahead and hotkey these fellas. Where is Quetz, by the way? You're going to be hotkeyed to, like, 0, and I'm leaving you right by my Nexus, buddy. Okay, and again, I'm just kind of focusing on getting all my upgrades. Oh, ground level 4. That's what I like. I like getting these high-level upgrades. All right, so we've got our Reavers, and I think I'm going to do a menagerie of forces. I'm not going to do mass carriers like I did last time. It's just sort of boring, so I'm not going to do it. All right, High Templar, you're going to be 1, you're going to be 2, and we'll see if we can actually get some Psionic Storms out when we need them. No Kadaran Amulet. We must already have it. Do we already have it? We already have Kadaran Amulet. So I think what I'm going to do is move my forces out. And this is where we need to start pushing, is into this Zerg base. I don't even know what's on the rest of this map. I'm going to need some more observers for sure. If there's going to be lurkers, which I assume there are going to be. My friends, I've returned. The UED is but a shadow of its former self, and young Kerrigan's reign is right on schedule. I will soon break my ties with the swarm to concentrate on the third phase of my plan, the hybrid. I mean, Quetz was kind of on the fence before this, and now you're just... Oh, good, we got the Shark Tooth. And now... Oh, these are all Kakulza, too. And now you're basically telling them, like, I am evil. Ha ha ha. I mean, Zarius was probably behind you, man, but not everybody. Kerrigan. This just gets more suspicious by the minute. Yes, exactly, Quetz. Exactly. I might just leave Kakulza at home until I see what I'm really up against right now, because I really don't want to deal with everything else at the moment. So it looks like we could come down and around. Maybe I'll make some proxy gateways or something. Okay, so I'm going to rally up here. I'm really excited to get an obvious copyright hit on this map. Really excited about it. All right, we need a Citadel of Adun. I think we have Zealot Legs. I assume we have all that stuff, but I'm just going to go ahead and throw it down. More Arbiters, more Corsairs. These are the type of units I'm sort of ready to just get rid of. I might as well bring the Shark Tooth with me and the Kakulza Guardians. Those will be really good to push with. And I'm just going to make a bunch of Dragoons and Dark Templar to help me push. And it's CCMU right now, so I can't make any more units, so I have to basically throw away some stuff. You know, I don't know if Quetz is ever going to attack. I have no idea how this map is going to work, but see, he's got a lot of units here. He's just not going. It looks like he's stuck. That's very unfortunate. I could come up and just kill a few of his units. I could just grab the Shark Tooth and move up and just... Or I could just take a Reaver and just, like, blast through a bunch of his units. What I'm going to do is come on over here. And I have to kill maybe some of these vultures that are, like, causing his other units to get stuck. Like, maybe these 4 vultures are causing... Because I don't see them moving. I'm not really sure what's going to cause him to get out of here. But, yeah, this is annoying. Let's see if we can destroy maybe even the siege tanks. I don't want to destroy those siege tanks, but it might be what's causing the units to get stuck. Oh, it causes him to be hostile to me. Oh, dear. Only a few of them are hostile to me. Okay, well, let's just run away. Did it get him unstuck? It looks like it did. All right, buddy, go and attack now. Ah, this is so unfortunate. Okay, well, we have to take what we have and start poking in. I think I had an Arbiter following these carriers. Let's move these in. Move in with the Reavers as well. Heavy hitter units. And we just got to start doing anything that we can. Okay, they're just attacking the Shark Tooth. Don't make me kill you. Let's see if I can just lure them into the Zerg. Sharktooth, just stay away. Okay, move up with the observers. Move up with the High Templar, and here goes Quetz finally attacking. And some of the units that were hostile to me. Are you going to attack, or are you just gonna run in? I don't know what he's doing. We've been plagued. We do still have my observers out, and this is just a clusterfuck. I can't really tell what's going on. We just need to make some headway into this, and I'm just gonna start making a lot of Dragoons. Oh, that's very nice of him. I mean, Plague is gonna be quite annoying. Let's see. So let's rally all the way down here. And is it still CCMU? It's not, so we can just at least queue these up. And if we get CCMU, and I keep saying that, it cannot create more units. If we get CCMU, then that's okay, because we can just keep the units queued up for now. All right, observers, sneak on in. And maybe I could mind control one of these defilers or something. I don't know. Are these all hunter killers? No, these are normal hydralisks. All right, scarabs. I still have Kukulza in here. Sharktooth, you can move on up. I don't think Quetz is going to be pissed at you anymore, so move on up. And I have 2 more observers that we need to move up. And I just want to retain my... I just really want to retain my foothold here while we wait for a bunch of... Oh, God. Oh, kill those. Kukulza, no. So many lurkers. Okay, this is kind of working out. How are my upgrades going? +4 is done. +5, please. +5, and I suppose we'll get a few more carriers. We'll get 3 more carriers and rally them up. And again, I'm doing like a menagerie of forces here. We're not going to do just carriers, so that's why I'm doing this way. These Kukulza Mutalisks I'm going to leave at home to defend and just wait for more Dragoons, and we'll need to make a lot of Dark Templar eventually. Oh, the Sharktooth is plagued. All right, just stay at home, buddy. We can't really risk that. All right, you guys stay away. He's nuking. Oh, good job, buddy. Keep it up, buddy. Back up with the Kukulza. We're going to send these home, too. They can all heal up. Can't really risk it, and I'm just going to sit here and wait for my... I'm just going to sit here and wait, and maybe what I could do, if I could snag a few of these lurkers while they're burrowed. That was a mistake because it was right next to a spore colony, but it'll get them to kill themselves, like, right away. Okay, Reavers and Reavers. Let's bring them down there, and again, they're very susceptible to cannot create more units, so that's going to be a big problem. I might want to get even another forge, because we can get up to +5, maybe even +6, so let's go ahead and throw this down. And let's get a cybernetics core. This is going to be a very grindy map. We got a long way to go. I don't even know what's on the other parts of the map, to be honest. Terran. Okay, why are there Terran here? Who are these people, and why are they here? I don't know. Okay, back up, back up. We don't want to get too baited into this right now. Let's go ahead and keep making scarabs, and scarabs are S, I assume. Okay, we just need a foothold into this. We have a long way to go across this map. Quetz going in with a lot of wraiths. Sharktooth at home. Have the Guardians made it? They're very, very slow. What are you doing, buddy? Get back to the front lines. Get back there. Okay, so I'm just gonna hang out here and wait for as many units as I can get before I start pushing in. So we're just gonna basically keep these gateways queued up with Dragoons at all times. Money will become an issue slowly, and I don't know if I need to worry about nukes or not. I don't see the dot, and that might be Quetz. That was probably Quetz down here. Yeah, sure. Just keep attacking into the Terran, Quetz. Oh, God. Oh, God. He killed some of my observers. What a dick. Well, I don't know what I expected. He's an AI. But, I mean, I guess good job. You did something. All right, so we just have to wait for my Reavers to squirm down here. Reaver's just so terribly slow. Okay, and we're going to wait for these carriers so we can keep pushing up into the next area. So these are just Mutalisks, not Kukulza. But we can start snagging some Zerg units with my Archons. We still have a High Templar for a good storm. But right now, it's not really necessary. We're just sort of waiting around. Okay, Cybernetics Core. Let's just start getting these other upgrades. Let's get shields. Shields level 5. Ooh, that's so good. Okay. These poor Kukulza Guardians will slowly get their health back. And where's the Sharktooth? He'll also get his health back. Very unfortunate. Apparently the Sharktooth's supposed to have some more abilities, but I didn't know that. Yes, Quetz, keep those Terran busy, buddy. That's That's your job right now. Eventually, we'll get these Reavers to move up here. I could just build some Robo Bays up here. I had to wait for these observers. I couldn't risk just moving in. So let's start sneaking in here. Grab the Dragoons, and we gotta start plowing through this. Of course, the Lurkers are gonna be annoying, but that's why we're moving up with observers to make sure that there aren't a bunch of Lurkers. Okay, move down here. We have like well, it's just gas. I would say there's like a semi-base here that we could try to take. We're going to get plagued non-stop as well, so I'm sort of prepared for that. Reavers. Reavers I should try to just keep hotkeyed so I can just keep making scarabs as much as I want. And this is just going to be slow and grindy through the center of the map. It seems like there's Terran here. There might be Terran in the bottom as well. I already found the flag, almost by accident. But I'll take it, that's fine. What do we have here? Is that like a Tarask or anything? No, it's not Tarask. Mind control is C. And we got to make sure we keep moving up with our observers. Observer, move on up. Not in range of the spore colony, though. Okay, hold position and keep this train, this gravy train going. And again, what I can do now is just keep moving up my rally points and just keep rallying Dark Templar and Dragoons, which is what I'm going to do. So one gateway is going to be constantly Dark Templar, one is going to be constantly Dragoons, and eventually I'll run out of money, and that would be a big mistake. Not enough gas. And I suppose I might want to look for another base if possible, or we just have to do a lot with what we have, which will be very tricky, but we have a lot of stuff, so I'm not too afraid. We have a lot of minerals, but not gas, so we can just start making a crap ton of zealots if we need to as well. You guys all move up. My Arbiter is still alive. I got plagued early on, and 4 carriers will be enough to keep this pressure on. Everybody move up. I still have my High Templar as well in case I want to storm a large group of units, but that doesn't really seem like that's going to be an issue. The Zerg are 4-4, so it's kind of like our advantage. +6, yes please. Very expensive, but probably going to be worth it. Okay, make sure we have all of our Reavers in a hotkey group. Oh, High Templar, what are you doing? What are you doing? Oh, that's right, our High Templar can attack. This is probably a good storm right here. Okay, and we're just constantly rallying units up. That's what we have to do. Move on up with these. We need these observers, and I'm just going to keep trying to plow through as much as possible. Keep making scarabs because we can afford them. Tons and tons of Scourge coming in. My carriers getting wiped out slowly by the Scourge. Yep, there goes my Arbiter. I think I'm going to make another one, actually. Expensive, but kind of necessary. And again, gas is going to be our biggest stopping block right now. So I might just go ahead and start making rounds and rounds of Zealots, because I can afford them right now. And I'm going to have to start being a little more judicious with my money because we're going to run out of cash. Because that was kind of the point early on when they were making, like, you're going to get a lot of resources. You're going to get a lot of resources if you choose the Terran, but as the Zerg, you're not getting as much, so be careful. All right, Scarabs. Move our Reavers to the front, and maybe I might just kind of sit around and wait. I might just sit around and wait for some reinforcements to arrive. Kill that Queen. And we're slowly but surely making our way through here. Let's just go ahead and take this Ultralisk. And then have it just start destroying some of these random tech buildings. It's actually 0-0. Oh god, where's the nuke? Don't be right on top of me, please. Alright, everybody back up, just in case it's on me. It's not in my base, is it? Because that would be disastrous as if the Kalmorian Combine came to nuke me. Like, it's obviously Quetz, but I don't know where. Let's get rid of some of these buildings just to kind of keep our foothold. Okay, and I think I just need more anti-air as well. Just constantly needing anti-air. So Dragoons, Dragoons, Dragoons. And now we can get we can get more ground armor. +6, not enough gas. Yeah, that's so much gas. That's crazy how much gas that needs. We already do have Zealot legs, so I don't need to worry about that. Maybe I need to focus more on mind controlling at this point. Okay, let's go ahead and get more Scarabs on our Reavers. Those Reavers helping out quite a bit. Alright, so let's try to maintain what we have for now while we wait for more upgrades. Alright, so do I get plus air attack now? Because I can kind of afford it, and then I'll make more carriers later. We don't need too many carriers. Can't afford Reavers. We don't have enough gas to get more observers either, so we need to keep the ones that we have alive wherever they are. Here we go. Okay, and I believe I have another Arbiter coming down. This is... Oh, there it is right there, actually. So Arbiter, just follow around the carriers. And it doesn't seem like we have a ramp we need to go up or anything like that. That would suck if we had to go up a ramp. I mean, we've pushed in, but money is a real issue at this point. I don't know where this poor guy's trying to go. Quetz, I assume, is... Oh, he's not stuck. I'd love to see Quetz throw out another huge attack, but maybe somewhere in his base he's stuck again. No, he's not. He's just not doing anything right now. Come on, Quetz. Did I screw up his AI by attacking him? That would be really unfortunate. It doesn't matter as long as he's attacking those, or as long as he's protecting those stasis cells for me. I don't care. Okay, we have a lot of Dragoons here now, so I'm just going to keep making Zealots based on the money that I have and stockpile my gas so that I can make 1 or 2 extra carriers as we get going. Let's make 2 more. Rally them down. Rally them down. And then we got +6 weapons coming up, or is it plus... Yeah, it's +6, right? I might just wait, because, I've made some headway into this Zerg base. I'm going to do my best not to lose my observers, because if I lose the observers, I won't be able to see anything. Let's take a small group and start poking in over here. And this base is just sprawling. It's huge. And keep in mind, this is all... Why are these in... That was weird. Okay, that was 2 sunken colonies stacked on top of each other. I was going to say, keep in mind that this white base, it's all the same faction. So as we pushed into white, they tried to reinforce with all of their units. And what that does is it gives me an opportunity to get rid of most of their attacking forces, like right away, which is really, really, really good. So why don't we keep some pressure on here? There's an Ultralisk down there I'll try to snag. Never mind, it's going to die, so let's just leave it. Okay, let's keep going with these units. Keep it up, keep it up. My Guardians are sort of healed. My Kakulza Guardians are sort of healed. Okay, lots of Mutalisks coming in, but my Dragoons should be able to kill them. Good God, this is so many. Oh, Reaver run. Oh, Reaver run. Let's go ahead and make some Scarabs. It's not S, because S is stop, so S can never be a thing for us. All right, move on in. Good job, Guardians. I think some of my Dark Templar are going down. That's really not a big deal. And Zealots. Zealots, please. Zealots, please. I could bring the Shark Tooth back down, but again, if it gets plagued, it's kind of worthless. Okay, what can we get? Level 7 ground weapons. Let's just keep this train rolling with the upgrades. I feel like that's just going to be a huge, huge, huge help. It already has been. Keep the Scarabs up. It's R. And then carriers, we need to build interceptors. And then let's keep pushing with these Dragoons. And again, we're slowly creeping to where we need to go. And my only hope is we don't have to push up a ramp. Because if we have to push up a ramp, we're going to be in trouble. How much gas is in these? Not a lot. Not a lot. Crap. All right, so I'm just going to have to make a lot of Zealots here. A lot of Zealots, because I cannot afford to waste my gas at this point. He says as he sort of runs in and wastes a lot of his Dragoons. So maybe I need to start being a little more careful. We could also take some of these Zerg bases that are halfway down here. Moving down in this direction and get rid of these. Oh, okay. Yeah, sure. Let's. I have these units here that have rallied up. I need to move my rally points up because we made a lot of progress into the Zerg base. I could take this base up here. I could. Where are my observers? I should hotkey those. I really need to hotkey those because now I have no idea where they are. Okay, and then Zealots keep the pressure on. Fully upgraded Zealots are going to help a lot. All right, Interceptors. Did I lose? I must have lost some carriers, too. All right, let's move these back. Okay, I do have 1 observer here. You guys move on in. My carriers are getting wiped out very quick, actually, so I'm going to try to keep them in the back. Why are you not attacking, buddy? Did my... I think all of my Kakulza... Well, I have 2 Kakulza. The other one died. Attack down in this direction. Zerg Hydralisk, not Hunter-Killers. I think when it said that the Zerg were getting pumped full of energy, it meant that they're +4. Okay, and then here's my Observer. I'm going to hotkey you to 9. Move on in over in this direction, because this is where we're going to be able to see them. And I want to clear this out and take this base. I need as many minerals and gas as much as I can get. So let's try to wipe this stuff out up until this ledge probably is going to be good. You all push up in this direction. Nothing really to mind control except some lurkers, which are all going to die right now, so... Normal Mutalisks. And hopefully, yeah, this carrier can handle this itself. We have a lot of Zealots. Let's move these up and keep pushing. I'm going to take an Overlord. I'm going to be like the AI and take an Overlord. No, I'm not. Take this Devourer. Got him. Ah, I see. I saw... Oh, these... Okay, so here's a Kakulza. So it seems like as we're pushing in closer, we're finding AI that's a little more dangerous. What the hell was that? Oh, it's Quetz. Good work, Quetz. Finally. Finally, Quetz doing something. That's not Tarask, it's just an Ultralisk. Okay, so everybody move down in this direction. I'm going to change my rally points. We're going to build Scarabs. We're only at 100 supply. It's time that we reinforce heavily. So let's see. +7 is coming up. Let's get ground armor. Let's get air weapons. Let's get air armor. That's a lot of gas. I need to start saving my gas. So we're going to rally down here. And here. And here. And we're going to make Zealots. Lots and lots of Zealots. Okay. And move back with the... Move back with the Reavers. We don't want to lose those. And then I'm going to send a probe all the way down. How much? Okay, we're pretty much out of resources here, so we have to take this base. It's really not a question. Got to take this. 5,000 gas. That's good. Okay, got rid of that. We still have some Dark Archons where we can mind control stuff when necessary. We seem to be in really good shape for the most part. I am concerned about money. This Dark Templar I'm going to leave right here because in case we need him to kill the cerebrate, we're very close to the cerebrate though. Very, very close. They're trying to send Mutalisks up to different locations. Quetz, get him! You know, Quetz, I had really hoped that maybe, just maybe, you'd help me out a little bit more this mission. You have done virtually nothing, and I'm very disappointed with you. All right, we lost a Reaver at some point, but that's okay. I'm just sort of waiting for my probe to get down here. I need to take this base. I could also take this base and this gas. In fact, I'm going to do that. We're not really in a situation where we can mess around. On the plus side, the enemy Terran have not really attacked me. They've stayed nearly completely passive. Okay, and then we need this. So that's a lot of Nexuses, Nexi, what have you. Some upgrades finishing. Shark Tooth, and you're back to full health. You're in the green, so that's something. Level 8 ground weapon. Yeah, sure. And I'm going to make 2 more carriers. Even though they're dying to Scourge very, very fast, I think it'll be worth it. All right, let's go ahead and set up this assimilator. Very, very necessary. And we just got to get this gas income. On the plus side, even though these become depleted, we'll be able to use them for something. All of you probes, I'm going to move you down here. We're completely mined out, so I can't spend any more money until we get this worked out, until we get our income worked out. And then you probes... I'm going to send you here. And what's going on here? Kakulza, no! Kakulza, no! Okay, well. You win some, you lose some. Let's just, again, I'm just sort of waiting right now. I need to let these bases get set up. I need to let my probes catch up, and I need to just start mining like mad. So you Dark Templar, I mean, we can't just easily sneak you in, so I'm just going to hang out, and I could just start taking out some of these colonies around me. I could do that. Let's go ahead and, well, let's wait. Let's wait. I have crazy upgrades, but I can't really afford to keep getting more of them. The train of probes is on its way. Do I have any left over? No. All right, that's a normal Devourer. This is fine. This is fine. We just need to wait. Like I was saying, we need to consolidate a little bit. Our upgrades are crazy, though, like I've been saying, and I'd like to get even more, but I can't quite afford them right now. We have my Nexuses already building, so let's go ahead and just build those interceptors. Is this done? It's not. It's just about done. This is done, though. And we have the probes coming down. These probes are ready to go. Get mining. And hopefully the Terran leave this alone. I really hope the Terran are going to leave this base alone, because if not, that's going to suck. Okay, what's going on here? A fire bat. Just kill it. Okay. All right, Shark Tooth is made. No, that's Quetz. All right, that's fine. I don't think I sent the Shark Tooth down, did I? No, I didn't. I'd rather just not risk it. And then Quetz. Quetz? Where is Quetz? I had him up here, and I had him hotkeyed, and now he's... Captain Quetz must survive, but I don't know where he is. I honestly God have no idea where Quetz is, and I'm a little scared, because if he's dead, I may have broken a trigger on this map. I mean, that's okay with me. I just... just pointing out that that's, you know, a problem. All right, so I got shields. We have probe here. Probe here. Why don't you guys come on down in mine? Mine gas. Mine minerals. And I don't know what happened to the rest of my probes. I'm going to build 2 more right here. Okay, so we're back in business for now. We have to build enough to be able to push through these large groups. So we still have 2 Dark Templar. I'm going to save these just in case something really terrible happens. Where the fuck did I put Quetz? I had him hotkey to 0, and he's not selectable, so he must have died or disappeared at some point. No idea. Did he leave? It's possible that he left. I mean, his units are still here, so I don't know. Another thing that I could do, which would be a little strange, is I could just take his... I could just take some of his... Oh, my God. Oh, my dear. Dear Lord. Okay, well, GG Carriers and GG Kakalza. Not much I can do about that. I'm not sure why they did that. Okay, let's get a lot of Dragoons. Not enough minerals, that's right. So we're still waiting on this to get set up, and we need, you know, more probes to mine from here. I'm going to save, actually. That giant attack was crazy. This is 12, right? That attack was really weird. All right, you come on up here and mine. You guys keep mining. Getting gas slowly from here. Now my gas income is good. We just need probes mining here. I guess I just shouldn't worry about Quetz. It's possible that he left. Like, the Terran units stayed, but Quetz left because he didn't like the whole Kerrigan thing. And that's fine with me. I mean, that's one less unit I have to worry about, to be honest. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, God. I don't care if those things died. Oh, good God. I mean, you know what? I just saved. I can't handle that right now. So what did we lose? Pretty much all this stuff. Everybody back up. Everybody back up. Everybody back up. I should have mind controlled the Devourers, and those would have killed the Guardians. I need Dragoons, but I can't really afford many more. Okay. Wow, that was crazy. I should get some scouts. They're really expensive, though, and I can't really afford to set them up. What I kind of want to do is get cannons in this area. I can't afford them right now, but eventually I'll get cannons. And minerals are definitely the problem, and maybe if Quetz helped me a little bit more, this wouldn't be so bad. But unfortunately, we're not in that situation right now. I wonder how many upgrade levels we can actually get, because that's crazy how many there are. Okay. And I need an anti-Guardian force. Probably via scouts, but scouts are just so horribly expensive. I could bring these Devourers down. I mean, they're going to die to enemy Devourers because there's a billion of them. We just need a lot of Dragoons. We need a lot of ground v air. Okay, this is fine. Let's throw a pylon down here and just make some cannons to protect this ramp. Okay, and this is fine right now. I think this is fine. I actually kind of like to grab one of those queens with a mind control. Okay. Now we can make some scouts. Again, they're just so terribly expensive. 275, or 225 still, though, is just... That's highway robbery right there, if you ask me. All right, Dragoons, and Quetz just keeps sending battle cruisers down to Yamato things. That's not helpful, Quetz. I don't know if anyone's told you this before, but that is like the least helpful thing you could be doing right now. We're very close to the cerebrate, but there's a... Oh, that's not a ramp. I'm really close, actually. It's just that the amount of Guardians and Devourers is nuts. We just need those scouts, and I need to use the scouts to pick off the Guardians. And they do have a lot of, they also have a lot of upgrades, so I'm going to hotkey these, bring them down here. Okay, all my Dragoons are still alive. I'm just going to wait. I don't want to lose these Dragoons carelessly to all those Guardians, though we are going to have to push, and we're going to lose most of them during that time. But that's okay. Yes, good job, Reavers. And our income is looking better. This is going to get mined out fairly quick. This, maybe not so much, but still. A little scary. Grab this. Grab these. And maybe even more scouts. I don't know. I don't feel good about making too many scouts, to be honest. I think we just need to make Zealots and Dragoons. And Dragoons. And maybe Archons would be very good. Because we have gas now, but not minerals. So let's do that. This music is just... it's something. Okay, and this is a pretty long mission. Okay, I think it's time. Zealots? Which way do we want to go? It seems like either way. Probably down in this direction. Zealots attack. Zealots just start attacking, and then we have my scouts. I'm going to move them in to protect my ground forces here fairly soon. And in fact, I'm going to grab my Kulzas and add them to my anti-air group. Just hang out down here right now. Okay, and let's keep this up. And where's that giant group of Guardians? I don't know. I don't care right now. When they show up, I'll deal with them. Just trying to get rid of these lurkers before they burrow. Good work. Still haven't quite found the giant anti-ground group yet. Have not found them. That's fine. Make scarabs. And there's a Guardian. It's just a Guardian, not a Tarask, not a Kakalza, nothing. All right, that's fine. All right, this is good. I have more units rallying up. I could start moving in with the Dark Templar. All right, move on in. Move on in, folks. Here they are. You and you and you. All right, and let's just focus down these Guardians. Looks like we got most of them. Okay, you, and you. We shouldn't have a problem with these Devourers. Are they Kakalza? No, they're normal Devourers. Why are there so many of them? All right, get out of there. Fall back, fall back. There's so many Devourers. This is crazy. So it seems like Dragoons are all we can really work with right now. We lost most of that force, but we made huge progress. The amount of Devourers just makes this kind of untenable. Let's see if we can snipe them out. Okay, back up, back up. Let's consolidate right now. Consolidate. Let's see if we can start sniping some of these Devourers, because I hate them. We're right there. All right, let's see if we can just pick off some of this stuff. Okay, God, I thought that was the shark tooth and almost had a heart attack. Okay, and then what do we have here? Dragoons and Zealots. That's pretty much it. I really wish Quetz would do literally anything at this point. Anything. Anything, Quetz. And here's the issue, is we don't have any... If I can just kill that Spore Colony, there's probably Overlords everywhere, though. I need Observers. Let's see. Dragoons. Man, this is a slog, but it's, you know, it's something. We're getting there. We're getting there. Observer and Observer. Rally all the way down to here and all the way down to here. I can't justifiably get these upgrades. I don't have enough money. Let's move in with this stuff. We gotta get rid of some of their production. So let's hold position micro in. Gotta get rid of this lair. We might even be able to take this base. I mean, we're very, very close to the end, so I don't know. And there's a hatchery up there that I'd like to kill, but that's where a lot of their shit is coming from. Let's see if we can get rid of this sunken colony up here. It's annoying me. Come on, come on. There we go. Okay. There's another one up there. Let's just hold out right here as we wait for more reinforcements. All right, Archons. I couldn't really afford to get more ground upgrades. See, now if I was Terran, would the objectives have been different? Because again, I opened up 13A and 13B just to see, and I suspect that if we were Terran, we would have had to destroy the Terran bases. I'm not entirely clear, though. Let's just get Archons. Archon, Zealot, Dragoon is a pretty solid combination against Zerg. We're right there. Where are my 2 back pocket? I have to find my 2 back pocket Dark Templar. I left them back here for a reason. Don't tell me that okay, here they are. You guys are hotkeyed to 1. We're moving you up. Yes, get rid of those Devourers that were just fucking up my air units. They had so many Devourers. I don't know what to do about something like that. Let's start moving in. Actually, I'm going to save. But we did kill a lot of the Guardians, so that was a big deal. Okay, all of you start moving in. Start moving in. Observer, just hang out right here. Mind control some stuff. We're causing the Scourge to kill themselves. I need to keep my Observer alive, because if there's Lurkers, we're in big trouble. Alright, Dark Templar, move on in. We have to kill this Cerebrate with the Dark Templar. And I think we made it. We've gotten rid of most of the Defenders. And we have more units that are down here, more Dragoons, so you guys start attacking. Dark Templar, we're going to have you move in. Yes, okay, and we've done it. It was tricky, but we did it. Move on in here, and then Dark Templar attack this. All of you move away. Just let the Dark Templar kill it. Don't risk screwing up the triggers for whatever reason. There we go. Duran, my forces are picking up a giant Terran signal from the mountains to the east and west of our current position. We must retreat and regroup, or we will be overrun. Send the order to retreat, then. I've already recorded the blueprints for the stasis chambers, so I may use them in the future. Alright, so we don't need these stasis chambers. I don't know what it would have been like if we were playing as Captain Quetz. Duran, it turns out the Cerebrate we killed has the same markings as Cerebrate Thor. Got him. Ha! It looks like we took out our old friend for good. I suspected he was tailing us for a while. It is of no matter. Kerrigan's alliance is reaching the end of its use. So I suspect... Yeah, we won. Wow. So I suspect, again, Captain Quetz is our Terran friends. But he's getting a little fishy. But for the secret mission, I suspect that it was Quetz's forces. Those are the Terrans. At least that's how this campaign chooses to approach that. That's pretty neat. Long mission, hard mission. The last 2 are going to be tough as well. And again, I suspect if we would have chosen to play as the Terran, that would have been hugely overwhelming. The size of that base was crazy. And, you know, we would have just done a tank push. But if we had to kill the Terran base, Terran on Terran... I don't know. I felt a little more comfortable against Zerg, but the amount of Devourers they had was really, really rough. I do plan on playing both parts of Chapter 13, Mission 13, Map 13, whatever. And I'm probably going to regret it because the maps are huge. I've already opened them up just to see what they were, because, again, I saw A and B, so I wanted to kind of get an idea. And then some commenters let me know as well what happens. So in 13A, I believe we're going to be playing as Terran. And in 13B, we'll be playing as Protoss. And then we'll most likely be destroying the opposite of what we did. So 13A playing as Terran and destroying Terran, and in 13B playing as Protoss and destroying Zerg, similar to what we did. So I will see you next time. Thank you so much for watching, and we're almost done with the Ascension of Duran. Bye now.